Hi students, wishing you a fine day. Let me start today's class. See, we are going through the chapter transformation these days. Transformation means changing of sentences, basically the structure without changing its meaning. So various types of changes we have been going through and we have learned. Today we are going to see how a simple sentence is changed into complex sentence. A simple sentence is changed into complex sentence. Let's recall what is a simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? A simple sentence is a sentence that has got only one clause in it. You remember that? A simple sentence is a sentence that has got only one clause in it. We studied this when we studied a simple complex compound sentence in the last chapter. One clause means one finite verb. Okay? It can have other phrases and so on. Sentence could be long, we saw that, all that. But one finite verb. That is what is a simple sentence. So look at the example that is given here. He pleaded ignorance of law. Okay? The finite verb in this sentence, or it has got only one finite verb, that is this one. Pleaded. He pleaded ignorance of law. Means he begged that he did not know the rules or the laws. That is what is he pleaded ignorance of law means. He did not know, he begged that, he cried that, he prayed that, whatever introductory verb you want you can use, that what he pleaded, he did not know that there was a law. He pleaded ignorance of law, or he told that I don't know that there is a rule. Okay, now this is a simple sentence. Why? It has got only one finite verb. Now what is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is a sentence where there is one coordinate clause and one subordinate clause joined with a subordinating conjunction. What is a complex sentence? A sentence that has got one coordinate clause or one main clause or one principal clause or one dependent clause. I told it has got four names depending upon the situation where it is placed, and one subordinate clause with a subordinating conjunction or joined by a subordinating conjunction. Now the subordinate clause, you remember, there are three types we studied: noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. All the three clauses are subordinating clauses. So one main clause and one subordinate clause with a subordinating conjunction is what is a complex sentence. So two clauses, one main clause and one subordinate clause. That means there are two finite verbs in it. Fine. Look at this sentence. He pleaded. The same verb that was here is there. That he was ignorant. This is another verb. Okay, of law. Now, a clause is a group of words which has got a subject and a finite verb. So this is one clause. Fine. He pleaded, that is a main clause. It can stand different. What did he plead? What did he plead? That he was ignorant of law. This is a noun clause. Okay, starting with the conjunction. We have learned that subordinating conjunction cannot be separated from the clause. So it begins with the clause, with the conjunction that. Fine. That he was ignorant of law. Fine. So this is how a simple sentence is changed into a complex sentence. So what is the thing that you have to do? Simple sentence have got only one finite verb. You have to have this in your mind when you start changing. Okay, now we have to change that into a complex sentence. A complex sentence is a combination of one coordinate clause and one subordinate clause, and it should have a subordinating conjunction. And when you see the given simple sentence is only one clause. So when you change that into the complex sentence, you have to make two clauses. Make means one is already there, one more you have to make. It should have two clauses and two finite verbs. That means one finite verb also you have to make. This much systematically you should know in your mind, and then only you will have to. Of course, you should understand the meaning of the given sentence. Otherwise, when you make this, you will change or make mistake. One more thing, I had told you to by heart or learn properly the conjunctions, coordinating and subordinating. Now, this sentence is a complex sentence, and that is what is written. Now, suppose in the exam, when you ask, just looking at the meaning alone, and if you change the conjunction and if you put a coordinating conjunction, sometimes the sentence can be meaningful without any difficulty, but it will not be a complex sentence. So, after writing also you should check, okay, what is a complex sentence? Two clauses, one main clause and one subordinate clause and one coordinating conjunction. So, you should check after writing whether it has got a subordinating conjunction, whether it has got a subordinating clause. You have to check it after writing. Is that clear? Let's look at a few more examples from the textbook. Fine. We were delighted to know of Kiran Desai's winning the Booker Award. We were delighted to know. Where delighted is the verb. To know is an infinitive. Kiran Desai is winning the Booker Prize. Winning is also present participle. That means we are very happy to know that Kiran Desai got the Booker Prize award. Now, we were delighted to know that. We were delighted to know what? Okay, that Kiran Desai had won. Winning is changed into winning, present participle is changed into had won the Booker Award. So that's how a new clause is made. One more. The correspondent believed to have quoted the minister's speech out of context. This we read or we hear in the TV from the TV very often. Okay, that when an issue comes up regarding the speech of a minister or something that has been written or said, this has been misquoted by the staff reporter or press reporter or whatever. So it is something like that. The correspondent is believed to have, okay, the reporter is believed to have quoted the minister's speech out of context, misquoting. Okay, that has got is believed is the only verb in it, so it is a simple sentence. Now, it is believed, what is believed? That the correspondent quoted the minister's speech out of context. What is believed? That the minister's speech is quoted out of context. Okay, so now there are two clauses. It is believed, one clause, and that the correspondent quoted the minister's speech out of context is the next clause. Now, the news of a sudden crash in the stock market shocked many investors. The news of the sudden crash in the stock market shocked. That's only finite verb, so it's a simple sentence. Now, the news, what's the news? That the stock market had suddenly crashed. That the stock market has suddenly crashed is a subordinate clause, and the news shocked many investors is the coordinate clause. Okay, that is from that section. Now, next one, expanding a phrase to an adjective clause. What is an adjective clause? A clause that modifies the noun that is given in that clause. Okay, in that sentence. Okay, so that is what is a noun clause. Adjective clause. Now here, let me explain with this example. The boy offering a bouquet is the head boy of the school. The boy offering a bouquet is the head boy of the school. Imagine that your annual day program is on in the school campus. You are all sitting in the hall or the place that is arranged, and your welcoming is going on, and chief guest arrived, okay, and by the school head boy, or the school captain, a bouquet, a bunch of flowers is handed over to him as a sign of welcome. So you are sitting there, one of your friends who is from outside, okay, who is not a classmate, from outside, is sitting next to you and you are telling him, see, that boy who is offering that bouquet is the head boy of the school. You are introducing him. So here that is what is happening. The boy offering a bouquet. This offering a bouquet is an adjective phrase actually modifying the noun boy. An explanation about the boy is the head boy of the school. So is the finite verb in this, and this is a simple sentence. Now here you see the boy who is offering a bouquet is the head boy of the school. Now here offering a bouquet is changed or made into who is offering. Who is a subject, is offering is a finite verb, a second finite verb. Okay, from this present participle we have made it into is offering a verb. So the boy is the head boy of the school is the main clause. Who is offering a bouquet is the adjective clause. Okay, starting with who, which is a conjunction. Okay, and so it is a complex sentence because there is one main clause and one subordinate clause, which is an adjective clause. Okay, so who is offering is an explanation as a clause about the noun boy. Okay, is that clear to you? Yes. Fine. I'll read one more example. The office peon was the last person to leave the office. The office person was the last person to leave the office. Office peon. The office peon who was last employed. Sorry, the office peon was last employed who left the office. So who left? Okay, that is a modification to the noun, the peon. So that is another example of an adjective clause being made and sentence is made into simple sentence. Okay, that's all for today. The rest we will see in the next class. Bye.